Just so you know, wholehearted. It is on camera. There are witnesses. My supervisor even saw it. So just so you're aware, when I say crazy things happen to me, I got a job working in our local municipality, and I had worked there for a while, and so I knew nothing we did made sense. Different video, different day. Anyway, we were all different divisions and departments were spread out amongst the entire town. So like some were in this building, some in that building, some a couple miles away. It was confusing at best. I understand why they did it. I can explain that on a different day. But to an average citizen coming in to get a permit, pay a water bill, do whatever, this was really confusing. And the building didn't even have a smart layout. Everything about it was confusing. And I can be honest about it because they're tearing it down. Anyway, so I'm working in this building. I was told when I was hired that I was hired because I was friendly, personable, people enjoyed talking to me, all of those things. So I took that to heart and I was like, oh, so I should be personable and friendly. Got it. Got it. And I'm downstairs where our HR department is picking something up for my person that I report to. Anyway, as I'm downstairs going to HR, which of course was behind like lock and key, and like it didn't even make sense to have that on the first floor. I digress. There's a dude there, and he's clearly lost, like clearly lost, giving every social cue that he has no clue. There's no like thing on the wall that's like fourth floor this, third floor. There's nothing to help. There's nothing, literally nothing to help. And so I go over to the gentleman. I was like, I'm so sorry. Can I help with anything? Because he obviously was lost. And he goes, yeah, I got to get a permit for this bar that I'm building, something to that effect. And I was like, oh, fantastic. I do not believe that's in this building, but if you don't mind, I'll help you figure out which building to save you some time and headache. And he's like, yeah, it'd be great because this makes no sense. And I was like, it really doesn't. I'll help. So we go over to the HR office because that's the only thing on the first floor. Riddle me that. And I go in there and I was like, hey, I'm sorry, this gentleman, he's looking for, can you look in Outlook and just tell me where they are in our network, right? And she's like, yeah, I can look. As friendly as HR and government can be. And she comes back and she's like, oh, it's not even in this building, which I had assumed. And I was like, I didn't think so. I think it's 4 blocks, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, yeah, it's over in that building. And I was like, can you just confirm what floor before I blindly send him over there? And he's standing there watching this conversation happen. And she's like, it's the whatever floor. I don't remember. And I didn't flirt. I didn't do anything. I'm wearing a suit. I'm wearing a lanyard that says that I work here. Like there, it's very clear that I'm an employee. And the gentleman was older than me, whatever. And we help, we finish. He's holding like manila folders, I guess, of all the stuff he's going to do that he needs to include in the permit process. I don't know. I haven't pulled a permit. I don't know. So she finishes. I tell him, I was like, I'm so sorry. It is a couple blocks away. And I was like, okay, well, you have a great day. And I go to turn to leave. And he goes, thanks, Toots. And then took his manila folder and slapped me across the face with it. Like, uh, and oh, I look at HR because she just watched it happen. And then I said, what the fuck? Like, I was so, and she's like, sir, you can go. And he's like, yeah, I'm done anyway. And then just left. Like it was the most normal transaction. And she looked at me, she was like, better you than me. And I was like, that's on camera, right? And she was like, yeah. What? What?